Hello guys, welcome back to Minecraft on the PlayStation 4. You are with Sovereign. So please guys, pull up a chair and make yourselves comfy. Really, please, go ahead. I am so glad you're here. Welcome to NoobCraft Episode 3. So off camera, I grabbed some extra food, and I would recommend you guys do the same. You know, go out and kill some animals and stock up on some food. Maybe spend a day or two in-game time doing that. And also, I dug up a bunch more coal. Definitely do that as well. And now what I'm doing is getting more wood. You're going to need plenty of wood. Now for new players, I know I definitely didn't notice this, and a lot of new players other than myself don't either. When you're cutting down a tree, most of the time people really don't like when the canopies are just kind of sitting there floating in the air. So make sure that you actually cut down all of the wood in the tree. Go all the way up until you cannot find any more wood. Because as long as leaf blocks are touching wood from the tree that you were cutting down, they will stay alive and they will maintain their position in the air. So by getting rid of all of the wood that's touching the leaves will actually begin then to naturally degrade, as you can see here. So now, I mean, if I were to do the same thing with this tree, and I left these logs in place, then those leaves would not degrade over time. And that's really annoying, and it doesn't look very good when you have a bunch of treetops just kind of floating in the air. So make sure you do that. Now, we're going to make a lot of sticks, because we need to make a lot of torches. We're going to prepare to go caving today. Now that we've got a little bit of armor, I think that we're closer to being ready. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab a little bit more of this coal off camera. Let's go to sleep first. And then I'm going to grab some more of this coal off camera. Again, I recommend you guys do the same. Get as much coal nearby as you can without venturing too far from your camp, because until you develop a sense of direction for your world, you're going to get easily lost, and some people just don't have a sense of direction anyway. I do. I have a pretty good sense of direction. I can usually find my way back home from just about anywhere. But, you know, just definitely make sure you're used to your world first and you kind of know your landmarks and what you're looking at. And definitely leaving torches is a great idea, because if you get lost at night, you can look around and look for the glowing light to kind of tell you where you're at and where you want to go. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and get some more coal lifted up off camera, and we'll be right back. Alright, welcome back. So, I did a lot of mining of some coal. Now we have a lot of torches, and I recommend when you prepare to go caving, before you do enter a cave, especially if you are going to enter the cave with the intention of doing a lot of mining for a long time, which, to be honest with you, at first, when you're still a very new player, I don't recommend you do, because it can get overwhelming very, very quickly. And to be honest with you, this game can be one of the scariest games you'll ever play. I'm not even joking. And I mean, I'm now to the point where I'm not scared in caves anymore, but like for like a good 8 months of the game, I was pretty scared every time I went into a cave, man, and stuff sneaks up on you. You're just not ready for it. So yeah, I recommend you don't do any super deep caving to begin with, but we are wanting to prepare. So I always have at least 3 stacks of torches on me if I remember. That's something you have to try to remember to do, is try to remember to remember. So I usually try and have a full 4 stacks if I can, but if not, a minimum of 2.5 to 3, because you'll use a lot more than you think you will. And make sure you have plenty of food on you. Now, if we take a look at our equipment really quick, we'll see that our pickaxe is nearly broken. It is so frustrating when you go into a cave and you're all ready to get going, and you mine a few blocks and you're already down there, and then your damn pickaxe breaks. You got to run all the way back up and make a new one. So we're going to make another pickaxe right now. We're not going to need our axe down there. We'll need our sword probably, but I mean, really, we're not going to need too much more. So I'm going to clear out some space here, and I'm actually going to take the cobblestone. It's always a good idea to have a stack of dirt or cobblestone on you, just because you never know when you're going to need it to bridge a gap or nerd pull up out of some place that you get stuck. Maybe you get attacked by a witch who throws a potion of poisoning at you, and you need to block yourself in long enough to heal before you try and take her out. So yeah, it's always a good idea. Now let's go and let's cave. Let's just find a big cave. You know what? I don't think that, if I remember correctly, I don't believe this one really went down anywhere. No. So yeah, I believe this one was just pretty much openings everywhere. Alright, well, what we're going to do then is we're going to go over to the cave that's just right over there, which is actually where we found our iron that we've gotten so far. Now, first priority in this cave, you guys, we're not looking to go super deep today. That's what he said. We're looking to go, oh, I got caught on some vines there. we're looking to go just deep enough to find some more iron ore, and maybe a couple other things if we really want. Now, when you're a brand new player, I absolutely 100% recommend you grab up like every piece of coal you can find, because you know what, you're gonna go through it a lot quicker than you think. Trust me on that. So you want stacks and stacks and stacks of coal saved up in your inventory. I'm not grabbing it right now just because I'm trying to save time. I can always do it off camera for you guys, and be ready for the next time. And also, I mean, I'm a more experienced player, so it's a little easier for me to be a little more, efficient. So this is the cave where we found our iron before. If you remember, it was like right there. And this is why cobblestone or, dirt blocks come in handy. And you can block up these holes and you can make it a little easier to move around. So now, really quickly, guys, I want to mention this. This sandstone is there, so it's kind of like a warning, basically. I mean, you can see right there, there's some sand above it. So, I mean, if you're standing under that, like I showed you in another episode, it will hurt you and it can possibly kill you if you do not get out fast enough. And that is very annoying, man. So, try not to dig sandstone. Alright, cool. I can see some iron down there already. And we definitely got some creepers, too. Oh my god, that scared me. It was so loud in my headset. So you're going to want to try and, stay far away from them, obviously. But, I mean, sometimes you're going to get caught in the blast. That's no big deal. So you want to try and swing and back up. Now, if I had gotten behind that corner a little faster, his fuse would have actually reset. If you break direct line of sight with them, here we go, some iron, then their fuse will reset. And we're getting attacked by a skelly now. I'm used to using my, my diamond sword and everything on my other file, my Let's Play world. It's just like way more developed, so it's kind of strange getting used to it again. Okay, now really quickly also I want to share with you guys some possible tips. I mean, I don't particularly use these tips, but again, for those of you that have a very poor sense of direction, this may come in very handy. Getting lost in a cave is very scary, especially when you're loaded up with really good stuff that you need, and that's why we bring another pickaxe, and you want to get out, alright? Some people will do this trick where they basically, when they're moving through the cave, they'll put a torch on their right or left side. It doesn't really matter, but for this example, we're going to say we're putting them on the right. So you're putting torches only on your right, okay? So that means that in order to find your way out, you want to keep all the torches to your left. You know what I mean? If you're coming down and you're placing them to your right, when you turn around and start heading back, they should all be on your left now. So that's a little tip that you can use, but of course if you have multiple pathways and you're placing torches everywhere, it's going to be confusing even still with putting them all on one side of the walls. Me though, you know what, I really don't worry about it. I just put them all over the place, and if I get lost, like I showed you guys in the other video, I will just dig straight up and out. But again, you're going to want to go like this, put down a torch, dig up, and then pick up the torch and do it some more. Nerd pull up higher, put down another torch and dig up more, and so on and so on. Because you can see actually there's gravel right here, so if I didn't use a torch and I was over just one block, the gravel is affected by gravity. So it would have come down right on me and it could have killed me, and I was trapped in a 1 block wide space too, so it's not like I could walk out of it. So I'd have had to dig very quickly. And I don't even have a shovel, so I'd have had to dig with my hand and hope that I could escape it before I died of suffocation. So now we're finding a lot of iron, man. This is really good too, because last episode we made ourselves some armor, but not a full set. We have the boots and we have the chest plate. That was 12 ingots right there. To make a full complete set of armor, you need a total of 24. So we're only halfway there, but now we have 19. All we needed was 12 more to get a full set, so we have 19, so we're ahead of the game. And as a matter of fact, we still want to be ahead of the game, because not only do we want to improve upon our armor, we want to improve upon our tools and equipment. So I'm gonna look for a little bit more. Oh, there's some right there. I totally missed it. There we go. And sometimes you'll find 1 block, sometimes you'll find, 9 or 10. Occasionally you'll find a couple of veins right next to each other, and you'll find 15 or 20. Just depends, I mean, it's all in the luck of the draw, really. So just keep looking, keep your eyes open. And the same goes with every other ore in the game, basically. I mean, especially diamond. Diamond's the big one. That's the one you want the most. So you want to keep your eyes peeled for sure. All right, let me think here. Yeah, okay. We're doing very good on coal, too, now. So, all right. Tip about water, guys. As you can see, moving through water is incredibly slow unless you have Depth Strider. It's an enchantment that makes you move through water much quicker, and it's amazing, by the way. So if you want to get rid of water, all you need to do is the source block is right here. I mean, basically, it's just one block deep into that wall, and the source block is there, and the water's flowing from it. You can either place a block in there like this one, or dirt, or whatever, or you can even just place a torch. And it eliminates the source block, thus eliminating the water itself. Source blocks, generally, you'll know them because the water will not be flowing. Like, you can see that water was making a flowing animation. Source blocks don't flow. They just kind of sit still, you know. Let's see. And also, while we're on the subject of putting down torches to take up source blocks, in this game, the way it works is every block in the game, every item in the game, basically the game will recognize it as taking up one complete block of space. So that torch that I placed in there eliminated the source block because even though the torch is a lot smaller than the water itself that was in there, it, based on the game's programming, it actually still takes up one entire block's worth of space. And everything in the game does that. So, I mean, a sign, anything. So, if I were to place that there, and I placed a torch right there, I could not place a block there at all, no matter how hard I try, because that entire space is already taken up by a torch, okay? So remember that, guys, in case you have a hard time placing something and you're not sure what's going on, that is why. Okay, so we're going to head out of here now, guys, all right? Generally speaking, if you get lost, just go up. Just go up. And you should be able to find your way out in no time. Now it is night. This is a super dangerous time to be outside, especially for a Bambi. Over there, you can just barely see her. That is a witch. You want to avoid her, like, at all costs. I mean, really, the witches are kind of OP in this game. I mean, they'll kill you pretty quickly. Generally, they'll drink some kind of potions to buff themselves, and they have potions of healing and all of that. They'll usually toss a potion of poison at you, so your health will whittle down. You will not die from the poison. It will take you to a half a heart, but you have to wait for its effect to wear off, and then you have to let your health regenerate. No, don't blow up, man. And that can be really dangerous. Oh my god, there she is. Nope. Now, in my opinion, the best approach to deal with a witch who's just aggroed on you and they're coming at you is to just go for it. Run at them and just swing like mad. And in my experience, 95% of the time that works without you getting hurt at all, without you taking a potion to the face, anything like that, man. If you hit them quick enough, they'll be too busy slurping healing potions to actually hit you. Alright, hurry up, get in there, get in there, get in there. Don't blow everything up. Oh no! Now, this is why we need to try and go to sleep before it becomes dark out, because then mobs have a chance to spawn, and even though we lit it up, there is no issue with them running through the light to get to us. There we go, he's dead. And take care of these little skellies, and we should be good to go. And you. Sometimes in this game, when it comes to combat, the best thing is to just be aggressive. You know, I mean, they won't have a real chance to get at you. Creepers, on the other hand, you want to be careful. And witches, though, I really do strongly suggest, if one is aggroed you, and especially if one is, you know, coming after you, you know, maybe hide behind a corner really quick, and as soon as they get into your face, just hit them, hit them, hit them, hit them, hit them. They'll be too busy drinking potions to heal themselves. They won't be able to hit you with one, and you'll be able to end up killing them, so... Save your bones. You're going to need that. Save your gunpowder. You pretty much want to save all of everything you get, even the dirt, because, I mean, it becomes very, very, very handy later. So we're going to let this smelt for a little bit, and then we'll move on. Alright, so our iron is just about done smelting for us. And I figured somebody would probably mention it, so I do want to say really quickly, as far as me leaving the torches in that cave are concerned, that's just me. That's what I do. A lot of people, like my wife, for example, she is obsessively removing torches from caverns she visits all the time. And I mean, I personally don't like doing that. I like to see the torches there. It lets me know I've been there and, you know, maybe I've cleared it out. And honestly, there are an infinite number of resources in this game, really. I mean, there is a finite amount of world, but you'll never get through every resource in the game, ever. If anybody does, though, I'd love to see. That would be amazing. But, you know, so, I mean, I'm not worried about it. I like the fact that they're there. It lets me know I've been there. So, guys, now we're going to do the next step here. We're going to finish off our armor with a little helmet and leggings action here. So now, woo, we are now fully and completely armored. Now, you'll see our armor slots there. We have 2.5 that are not filled up, and that is because later on when we get diamonds, you can actually have diamond armor, and that will fill up every slot. But we'll get there when we get there. So now with our leftover ingots, this is why we wanted to get some extra. And that is because it's time to upgrade now. So we want iron pickaxes. I usually make a couple of those. Those are the ones I focus on first. Over everything else is pickaxes. So I'm going to make 3 of those. And then I'll make a couple iron swords. And then honestly, I'm good until later in the game when I have like a much more steady supply of iron. And then I will then start making my axes and my shovels and all of that out of iron as well. And then the same with diamond. When I get diamond, I'll make a diamond pickaxe, just one. And then when I start getting a lot more diamond, then I'll start making all of my equipment and tools out of diamond, and I'll start making multiples. You know, I mean, you just really have to be careful with the resources that you have currently. Don't be too overzealous and then run out of stuff. Because, I mean, the armor will go faster than you think. The armor will break over time. And just don't be too overzealous with what you're crafting, because then you can run out of iron and you might need more armor or something and you'll just not have it, and then it will become very dangerous for you to go caving again. So we're going to leave our extra iron in there. And there we go. Then we're doing pretty good on food now. We got a few extra pieces of coal. Just go ahead and make those into torches. Do not forget, guys, keep coal in your furnace. It's just going to be really, really annoying if you think stuff is cooking and 10 minutes later you check and you have nothing done. So guys, we just survived, and hopefully you did anyway. We just survived our first small mining expedition. Next time, now that we've got ourselves some iron equipment and iron armor in full, next time we'll be able to go down a little bit deeper, and we're going to try some more riskier things. Getting down there deeper, moving towards more, you know, lava and redstone and all that good stuff. And then we'll go from there, guys. So we're moving right along here. And again, I mean, if you guys have any questions, if there's something that you're curious about and I have not answered, please ask me and I would be more than happy to let you know. I'm trying to make these videos go quickly so as not to bore you to death, but I know that I will be missing some information. That's pretty much unavoidable. So guys, if there's any questions you have, or if you feel like I missed something very important, please let me know and I will include it in the next video. So guys, thank you so much. I hope that this video did help you, and I look forward to making the next one for you. You guys seem to really be enjoying it. So thank you guys so much. Don't forget to spread some love today to people around you. Have a good day, a good night, and goodbye.